man. Follow my boy, Stay Ready Boxing. He's the best. Let's go, champ.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
Hey, you ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
I'm all about business, somewhere in the trenches. Moving weight, I'm on my 24-hour fitness. I don't need a witness, moving with the quickness. Was off the porch when you was on the playground benches. Block bleeding, smoking trees, eyes Chinese. High speed, singing every lick, walking by me. I'm sticking to the code like a Siamese. Twin Glocks on me, shoot 'em up like some IVs. Pushing flour, test me and you'll be pushing flowers. Smoking sour in the kitchen when it's cooking hours. Not an author, but we could push a book of powder. Leave you wet like you took a shower. For fucking with my bitch, show the man every day.
Every day I stay getting it. I'm on the grind because I'm all about business. What up, world? What up, family? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV, coming at you with some news you can use in another episode of Ringside Views. And you know, I know it's been a while, but I'm back. And what better way to come back with a new champion than Nafear Charles to come bless the channel with his presence? What's up with it, champ?
Good, what's good? How you doing?
What's up? But I got my brother, Supreme Beast Boxing Cadillac Red. What's up with it, family?
Shit, what's happening with it? What's happening with you? Salute, Nafear. Thanks for coming through and shit. Thanks, Stay Ready for sending me the link and shit. You know,
I appreciate y'all coming. Both of y'all being here today, man. You know, it's like a welcome back because I've been gone for too goddamn long, but I'm back. I'm in this bitch. I ain't going nowhere this time. I'm in this thing. I see old school Eric in the building and Act Reach in the building, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's gonna be a great interview. Man, how does it feel to be a champion, man?
Just aiming for bigger and better things, you know. I don't want to stop here. I just want to keep on motivating myself to get to the top of the sport, you know.
Yeah, I understand. You gonna get there, man. You just gotta. I know. Patience is a virtue. So, what's your When is your next fight? I know you probably got some more fights coming up in
We got April 3rd and May 8th.
Are you moving up to? You on 6 rounders now, right?
The last one was 8.
Oh, the last one was 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna stick with 8 for a little while, or are you gonna move up to 10 anytime soon?
I'll probably stick to probably 6 to 8 right now.
Okay.
No real rush to move forward or rush forward a little bit. So.
Okay. What was the biggest challenge in that fight? It didn't look like you had nothing to go, and you knocked him out quick. I watched it.
I mean, I went into the fight knowing that the dude had no answers for me, so I kind of felt like that was a learning curve that I need to put on myself to not immediately go for somebody that can't really handle me, and slow it down just a little bit, pace myself, and work for the shot instead of just forcing it, you know. So.
Right on, man. That was a beautiful knockout you got too, by the way. You got anything for us, Supreme?
Yeah, man. How was training been with the pandemic and everything? Has that changed, or how has that been for you?
No, it's been the same. We still train 3-4 times a day. We'll do probably 3 days out of the week. We'll do 2 days, and then the rest we'll just do 2, and we'll probably do 6 a week, 1 day off, and pretty much the same, you know, same 4-mile runs, 6-mile runs, 15 to 35 rounds per day. You know, it's we try to keep the same schedule, but you know, as the fight time comes up, as the fight like moves in and moves forward, we try to stay ready for it, and we try to push forward and work a little bit harder as it moves forward. You know,
you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just bouncing off of what Supreme just asked you. I know you say you be in the gym like that. Are you able to go to your strength and conditioning? Is this still the same dealing with the pandemic?
Yeah, we do. So I live in currently I live in Delaware, and pretty much all the LA Fitnesses are open up here. So it's nothing, and we have a lot of parks and drives over here. So And at any point, I could just walk outside and go running, just like that, you know.
Okay. 503 in the minimum, brother. What's up with it, bro?
Salute, man. Salute, big bro. Salute to my brother Nafear Charles, man. How you feeling this morning, champ? This afternoon.
I appreciate it, man.
All right. I see, man, that you say you go running, man. But you out there in Delaware, and you running like in 20-degree weather, man. Does that help you, bro? Like in a fight when you running like in cold temperatures and stuff, like with your endurance.
The conditioning, it definitely helps me. I feel like it opens my lungs up a lot more, allows me to run for longer distances. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. And you managed by Rick, the real Ricky Ross, right? Real Rick. Okay. What's some of the best advice he done gave you thus far, man, in your early career? Because I know Rick just starting off as a boxing manager and stuff. So how is he advising?
I mean, like management wise, it's just nothing but good advice. I mean, just sitting down talking with the guy. You know, with old age comes a lot of wisdom, and you know, I look at him more as the younger side because you know a lot of information you get you can't really get from the younger guys, and it's amazing sometimes. Like I don't really want to spill the beans on the secrets that he told me, but it's incredible a lot of stuff he knows, and people wouldn't expect him to know a lot of stuff about the game, but he's really locked in with it, and I appreciate him for everything he's done for me, and I definitely don't let him have any doubt in his mind that we not gonna get to a world championship in the next 3-4 years.
So being in life, who do you as of right now, just bouncing off everything? Who do you got your eye on as you move up at the lightweight division?
I mean, currently it looks like it's just a money run with the sport. It's really hard to say who would actually take a fight. That's actually dangerous for him at the moment. So me personally, I go for the gusto. I want all the guns. I go straight for Teofimo. You know.
He going for the hardest one, which I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
What do you think you got over him as far as fighting wise?
I feel like I got a lot to learn. Just being in the professional ring, I feel like I rushed a lot of my fights and I haven't been able to really feel out my professional output. And I feel like the longer and the better, the more I put in when I'm in the ring is going to allow me to get a little bit more experience. Other than that, though, I mean, I feel like I'm just a powerhouse. It's not too many people that can stand in there with me.
And you proved it so far. Every fight I've seen of you knocking somebody out, or they sleep, or they wobbling, or one dude didn't even belong in the ring with you. I don't even know why he was even fighting.
Yeah, it's kind of hard getting fights, man. We've had so many undefeated fighters that we try to line up. They'll say they want to fight one day, and then tomorrow they'll be like, "Oh, well, got into a car accident or some lame excuse." So, you know, right now we just work with whatever is at hand, and you know, push forward.
I have somebody. Bruce Goes asked, who's the champ's favorite Philly fighter?
Probably Boots, Jaron Ennis. I know him pretty well. He's a great dude, real humble. He's kind of like me. We don't really talk too much, only when talked to. So you know, he's definitely humble dude, great boxer, phenomenal boxer, and I really don't see too many people beating him in this division.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't myself. And I'm from Texas. I'm an Earl fan, and I love Earl. If they keep letting this kid develop develop even more, ain't nobody gonna be able to
He's a problem, definitely.
My brother BFTP Boxing, he says Teofimo is not the hardest one in my opinion. He said he think Devin is, and then Tank. What's your thoughts on that?
Tank's a little small for this division. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, Not discrediting him at all. He's a phenomenal boxer still, but me personally, I go off of who's actually going the route it takes to actually get to that championship road. And I feel like Teofimo's the only one that's really doing it. He called out the boogeyman, and not too many people do that. You haven't heard Devin Haney do that. You haven't heard Ryan Garcia do that. And yeah, it's just unheard of in the sport right now. And it took a lot of gusto for him to do that and to pull off a win too. All props to him.
Right. Y'all got any more Spring?
Nafear, you from Philly and you stay in Delaware, or you from Delaware?
I'm Philadelphia born and raised, but I'm currently in Philadelphia. I'm currently in Delaware, yeah.
Okay. Give me your top 5 artists that you listening to while you in the gym or that you be wanting to come out to.
I don't really do the music. I let my dad do that, but I listen to Lil Baby, a lot of Polo G. I'm trying to think. Top 5. Damn. You put me on the spot with the music. I was prepared for the boxing question.
Yeah.
Hey, you know with boxing, it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, we don't really listen to too much music when we boxing. They have it in the background, but I'm always worried about what's in front of me. So.
Okay.
All right.
Even when you're working out.
Yeah, they have it. They'll have like the radio playing in the background, but I don't pay too much mind to it.
So you be locked in. I ain't mad at you. Yeah. He said, Jack Reacher said that. How long do you plan on campaigning at lightweight?
I'm not sure. It really depends on my positioning, timing, and everything I want to do at this weight class. If I feel like it's a time to move, or it's a higher bidding, or higher running in a higher sport, or a lower division, then I'll take the conscious decision to talk to my team and see what the right decision would be.
Okay, I would agree.
Yeah, man. You fighting at a real popping division, man. What network do you want to fight on, man? If you had the opportunity, if you had a pick, would it be ESPN, The Zone, or Fox?
So we've been in conversation with a few of them. They haven't really presented real deals that we like currently.
Okay.
Kind of just working on it for right now, but being on like a DAZN card or a Top Rank card, something like that would be great for the popularity and stuff like that.
So your manager, he working. We might get to see you on the big screen in a couple of more fights. But so y'all got some shit coming. Okay.
I think we have. I think Impact Network. We have Fighting Impact Network. On
okay.
So I'll definitely make sure that's broadcast everywhere. So Devin called out Loma in 2018. I've been trying to fight him since, to include being in this Amanda. I mean, it never happened. So I ain't discrediting Devin, and I ain't discrediting Lomachenko. All I'm gonna say is that it already happened with Loma and Teofimo. So it's all about what actually is being done. You know what I'm saying? I take off a lot of people word when they tell me, we want this fight. A lot of people come up to me, yo, we want to fight you. We want to do this and we want to do that. And then when we get down to the paperwork, it never gets signed, So, Lord knows I would never discredit somebody for being in the ring. I give respect to anybody that hops in the ring. It's not an easy sport to be in, nor is it an easy sport to triumph in. So, it all goes down to what actually happened, you know. So I appreciate the input though to whoever said that.
You don't mute, Stay Ready.
I said I can understand that, and he said he also asked, what's your dream fight?
Dream fight. Right now probably to a female fight. Hopefully, you know, he's still in the division and he's still at his peak by the time I get up there. But that definitely be a fight I'd aspire for. I truly just want to show the world my my skill set and just slowly pick off those dudes one by one. You know, that's really what I want to accomplish. But you know, all it takes time. So I'm just gonna wait my turn.
So hold on, Stay Ready. So you say Teofimo strictly because he got the belts right now, or that's just a fight that you want personally?
Personally, I don't really know none of them dudes. I mean,
okay,
it wouldn't mean anything to me personally. I'm a gentleman at the sport. You know, it's all respect for me. But currently, he is holding most of the belts, and it definitely would be something that I would like.
He said you're gonna be ducked. I can already see it. He said because they're gonna run from you. He said he also asked, how do you feel about being ducked? Like if you ready to get them fighters and they running from you.
It's tiresome. I mean, really, train so long. You train heavy camps. You prepare for this dude. He say he's 6-0. He got 5 knockouts, and he ready to fight, and we can do it January 1st, and then it's like the dude just drops out of nowhere. You know, it sucks tremendously when you get to that point where the stuff that you're seeing that you're used to seeing in the amateurs are popping up in the pros. Some dude, the fight before last, I weighed in with the guy. The dude took long weighing in. He took damn near an hour to get to the weigh-in. We get there, we get the fight going. Everybody's tired. We all ready, fight ready, everything. Fight's up. We get to the fight. Everybody's prepared. The dude doesn't show up at all. Nobody knows where he's at. You know what I mean? So the amateur shit that I'm used to, it's just like I became a pro to get away from that kind of shit, and it's just like it's reverse. It's like revolution all over again. So you know, you get used to it. Moving on, you know.
I don't want y'all to get used to it. I think, matter of fact, I'm working on something right now strictly because of the ducking culture in boxing. I actually just posted a video on my YouTube. Y'all can check it out. Make sure y'all go check it out of the duck series, DuckTales. As I'm putting it on first episode, Triple G. But you got to check it out, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you the video before we get out of here today.
Gotcha.
But man, so you said how many times have you been ducked so far? And for the people that don't know, you're currently 6-0, right? He's 6-0. So how many times have you been ducked so far in your career since you've been a pro?
I say my first professional year, we had a fight lined up for every month, and probably only one of them went through. So we had a fight in a card pretty much every month, at least once every month, and almost none of them went through. That's about on average.
That's your first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's embarrassing to the sport. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Cadillac, you got something?
Shit. Okay, so you from Philly, right? I haven't been to. I've been to one, not the other. So I'm gonna have to ask you. I hit a Philly. It's a Philly debate. Pats or Geno's? Which one better?
So who?
Pats or Geno's?
No, we not doing that kind of stuff over here, man. It's all respectable stuff. We we keep everything respectable over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I actually been to Geno's though. They good.
Yeah, the Geno's I ain't never been to pass. That's why I was
They're all
asking which
good.
one better. You know what I'm saying?
They're all good spots. Just the cheesesteak spot in general. I mean, it's really slept on when you come over here. It's it'll get you in the wrong mindset. You prepare for a fight, you want a cheesesteak, and you can't. So.
Oh, okay.
I know what you mean.
I hear that. You on mute, stay ready.
You on mute, big bro.
My bad. I'm laughing because I heard what he just said, and it made me think of the boxing coach, and you getting ready for the weigh-in. You waiting on the fighter for an hour. You haven't ate all day. You spitting in a cup. You trying to make sure that you make weight. You start ready to drink the Pedialyte, and he's taking his precious time to get there. I know you was hot. You was ready to fight him that day, wasn't you?
He didn't show up. Wasn't at the hotel. They said he trashed the hotel. They said he wasn't being compliant when they was trying to take his blood. It was just a whole finagle. They don't even call him by his name anymore. They call him a duck. So.
Oh, that's what it is. Man, who is it? I want to know who he is.
No show from what I hear.
Who is it? I want to know his name.
I don't know. Me personally, when my father tells me the names, I usually never remember them. He just tells me, and it tells me how they fight, what the game plan is, and we just go off of that. So I really don't remember.
You trained by your father?
Yes, my father, Ivan Robinson, and my strength and conditioning coach, Wendell Chavis.
Right on. Hey, before I get to that question, I just want to say BLTB said I just had Geno's yesterday. That shit good in the bitch. I know, bro. It's been a while. Geno's good. Bitch. Hey, Bruce goes, what promotion will the champ be signing with, or is he already signed? He's already signed. Well, he's already signed with Rick Ross. The promotion.
I'm signing an advisory deal with Rick Ross. We don't have a promotion right now. Like I said, the deals they gave us wasn't really what we really want. I know my potential, and I know what I'm worth. So until they give me something that's reputable, we really won't be signing with anybody.
Okay. Have you received so far?
You said what?
What offers have you received to be a to get that promotional deal so far?
We talked with Top Rank. Golden Boy gave us a deal. It just wasn't stuff that we could really work with. Like I said, I know my potential. I know what I'm worth, and I wouldn't take any less. Nor would I want anybody else to.
I don't blame you. You know your worth, King. Know your worth. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you get
Yeah, man. I want to ask you, man. You come from a fighting city in Philly, man. I see you hanging out a lot with Hammer and Hank Lundy, man. Who is some of the fighters you watch coming up in the gym? In Philly. Was it Hank Lundy or Tevin Farmer? Who did you watch coming up?
You mean like in my city or
just period in the gym in your city? You know what I'm saying? Who was you looking up to?
Watching Boots come up, Boots and Jaron. I said Jaron and Stephen Fulton. Phenomenal dudes as amateurs. I watched them coming up. A lot of experience, a lot of stuff I learned from them that they wouldn't even know I took. Phenomenal dudes. And they're, Scooter's already a champion. So once Jaron Ennis gets to that point, you already know that I feel like the pressure will be on me to fill that void of another Philadelphia champion. So I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for my opportunity. But those guys definitely they definitely give me a lot of hope and a lot of inspiration. Just watching those dudes come up, it was phenomenal boxing. I mean, nothing but great work from them dudes. So
Right. And you gonna be watching Boots next month. I think he got a fight with Lipinets on Showtime.
Yeah,
You gonna be supporting that. Yeah, that's good, man. But Stay Ready, I gotta make a move, bro. But I'm gonna hit you up later, man. I just want to salute to my boy, man. Nafear, you know what I'm saying, and keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I say, we're gonna be watching you, and let us know when you fight, man, so we can tune in and support, man.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, take care of your business, bro. And man, a question for me. Speaking on the fighters in Philly, what is have you had a chance to spar or be around Gary Russell or any of his brothers, or Antoine Russell, any of those?
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you, what's your thoughts on them as Philly fighter?
Gary Russell, I've been around Gary Russell a little bit. He's a little bit on the bigger side, so I can't really spar with him. But he's definitely a great dude, very inspirational. Also, I haven't seen him in a while, but being around him, he definitely last time we talked, he definitely gave me a lot of words of encouragement, inspiration, and a lot of stuff like that. So
okay,
a lot of them dudes, you wouldn't think that some of these dudes know other stuff, but it's a lot of wisdom comes from these guys, and them being willing to offer that information to me to allow me to be better. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, BLTB said I love Gary Russell Jr. I think he's a monster. I really do myself. Just like he said. He said, "What boxing division do you watch the most when not watching your own division?"
Probably 47. That's probably the next best stepped up stacked division.
Looking at your height being 5'9", I would think you would be a welterweight. You actually got that body type of.
That's what most people.
It shocks me that you at 135. I know you're gonna eventually move up there and move up to 154 because at your height, it's kind of like Robert Easter Jr. He's 6 foot tall. Why was he way down at 130? But if y'all can make the weight,
yeah,
and you're not killing yourself to do it,
no,
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at you. Supreme Beast, Cadillac.
Yeah. What's your 5-year plan? Where you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years, I want to be somewhere around 25. Around 25 fights. If not potentially to fight for a belt, I want to at least be somewhere around contention. That's really a big plan for me. I box because I like it. It's truly an enjoyment for me. But I don't see myself just staying in it as a long run, trying to shoot for like a legendary status and nothing like that. Once I get to where my goal is, I aspire to do a lot more than just boxing. So
what? Okay, so what do you want to do outside of boxing?
A lot of business moves are really in contention with me. Not just like a lot of finance, but like real estate. Opening my own shop for a lot of different things that I want to work into, and investments that I want to get into. It's a lot of different stuff. I see myself being on the brink of like. I always prided myself on being that one dude where you ask him something and you ask him what can he do for you, and he has a long line of stuff that you would think like, damn, this nigga just won't run out of shit that he can do.
He got his hands in everything. I understand.
God.
Have you started writing your business plans up?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say we'll talk outside of this, and I stay close to an airport, a small airport. But do you have a vision board already as well?
I don't have a vision board, but I have a pretty good analysis of what what brings things I want to get into before I start, you know?
The reason I asked that because one thing that I do, because it's a lot of things that I want to get into that I'm already starting to tap in with, is I got a journal, one of the little black and white journals you buy from the corner store, and I write every idea that I get. If I don't put it in my notes in my phone, I write it in that journal. So I always have my thoughts on paper. That way, even if it's just an idea, I give you an example. I had an idea that I didn't write down, but I talked about it about 6 years ago, about a way for people that likes to gamble or like to make bets, even with your homeboys. If I'm sitting next to my homeboy and we bet $10 on the game and I beat him, to have some kind of app that we can put the money in, and then when I win, I get my money. That way I ain't got to worry about you, fussing with me over my money. And now this year, somebody's actually came up with that app.
Yeah.
And I literally thought about that 6 years ago, but I never did nothing to go along with it. So now I never wrote it down. So now when I'm writing these ideas down, I'm going through the process of trying to see what it takes for me to do it. So it's like my personal vision board, to where I can, when I got time, I can actually sit down and start researching these things. So it can help you with what you're going to do outside of boxing.
Yeah.
And with you being young, you have a lot of time to get involved in a lot of that, especially in the real estate game. Right now is if you was to start right now, is the best time to get into the real estate, and you don't have to use your own money. So
yeah,
I actually got I sent it to you. I did an interview with a real estate agent who owned her own finance company and everything, and she kind of give out everybody the game on the real estate. So I'll send you that video so you can look over it and see if she says anything, you can take some notes from her.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that.
Already, man, when it comes to business, man, one thing about it is boxing ain't gonna be there forever. You ain't gonna, you can retire from boxing, but it ain't no retirement plan for boxing. So.
Yeah, that's why I say for a lot of rappers and a lot of people just being in industry type deals or entertainment type deals where they get paid for a substantial amount, but it's all temporary. Not to mention, government gets a good portion of it. They don't factor in a lot of that stuff that a lot of that money is really substituted into a lot of different factors, and it takes a lot from people that don't understand financially what they're getting into, So
what's your right now with you being at 135 and seeing that you're trying to fight every month? What is your biggest challenges that you see in the sport of boxing for your career personally and the direction that you're trying to
go? The pressure, man. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. Me being a champion now, I feel like I have a lot more on my shoulder, but I already had a lot, so it's not something I can't bear, but it's definitely something I take into consideration every time I go out there and fight,
Okay. And you say the pressure, like, what's the pressure exactly? Is it just from is it defending the title? Is it from people that's pushing you on a regular basis, or is it pressure that you're putting on yourself to be as great as you can be?
Yeah, a lot of that, and I want to perform my best. I definitely don't want to go out there and get hit with a silly shot. Everybody see it, damn, he can get hit with that kind of stuff. That's the last thing I really need. And just perform, like, just being my best. I know, not everybody's gonna have their best night every time they go out. It's just not gonna happen. But I have a lot of faith in myself. I know what I can do, and I know what I can live up to. Not only that, but I know what it takes to get to that point. And like I said, it'll take some time. Definitely, the patience part takes in to the faith, but I'm willing to go. You know.
What is your biggest? I'm gonna say, what's the best part of your boxing skill itself? Like I know you got power. I've seen the knockouts. I know you got power. One thing I noticed, you don't get hit a lot but you do get rid of your fighters. You're not Edgar Berlanga knocking them out every first round, but you're not taking chances to where you're putting yourself in danger. Your defense is good.
Yeah.
But what do you think is your best attribute?
I have sneaky speed. A lot of people don't take it into consideration. They think I'm just going to throw hard shots, and when they get in there, it's just a completely different story. They didn't think that the jab was coming that fast. They didn't think the right hands was coming in that kind of angle. Skill set is definitely underrated. From a lot of people that tell me, a lot of people I spar, they'll just be like, they'll come in with oh yeah, he's coming with power punches. He only coming to knock you out. He only coming to hit you with this. And then I switch the game up, and now they confused, you know. So it's a lot of stuff that I bring to the table that I just haven't been able to really access yet in the ring, but it'll definitely come out sooner or later.
Okay. Who's the toughest person you sparred so far?
Toughest person I sparred. Probably Brandon Pizarro. He's a tough kid. He's probably the toughest. Everybody else.
Is he somebody I need to be looking out for?
Of course, he's a phenomenal Philly fighter.
I'm going to write that name down. Brandon Pizarro.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look him up.
Pizzaro, I think.
BR what?
Pizzaro. He's definitely a great fighter. Yeah, other than him, I really had no struggles with anybody else like that. Nothing I couldn't really work on, you know.
Yeah,
Hank Lundy's a great spar also. I definitely take into consideration his work.
I know he teaches you a lot because he's retired now.
No, he said he wants to do at least 2 to 3 more years.
Okay.
So when I work with him, it's definitely a lot of experience that I see, a lot of veteranship that you don't see from most fighters when you get in there with them. So definitely.
He teaches you a lot of things to expect. So when you start taking these step up fights, you can be expecting some things. Okay.
100%.
What's one thing that you can say honestly that besides the veteranship that you've taken from Hank Lundy that's going to help you in your career as far as inside the ring?
What I've taken from him?
Yes.
Just an understanding of the sport. I mean, a lot of people, they don't, like I said, a lot of these dudes, they don't think that talking to these older guys is important. And they don't think that the wisdom will get to them. But a lot of them talk to me, and it's nothing but great wisdom, a lot of great information that I get from these guys. The younger folks, they like to brush them off. All these old dudes don't know shit. They don't know what they talking about. They can't, what can this old dude teach me? He ain't no champion. He ain't did this. He ain't did that. Trust me, they get a lot of information. I wouldn't be where I'm at without a lot of information I was getting from these guys,
These old dudes are walking dictionary people because they've been through what you're about to go through. So
and then some.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to take the time, especially if they're in this is the field that I'm in, boxing. They got more knowledge and been through more in this sport, especially dealing with management, the promotions, the TV deals, the actual ring shift, what they've learned throughout their time, how to reserve energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to listen to the old cat because if you don't, then you're gonna have fighters that won't last. That won't last. So looking at your skill level itself, who do you base your style off of? Who is somebody? Because I know we've talked before, and you told me how you used to watch whole fights.
Yeah. You lagging a little bit. I can't.
Huh?
Say that again. The last part.
Like who? Like your style? Who does your style compare to as far as fighters in history in boxing?
Currently, I say Earl Spence. I'm a lot into body beating, breaking them down over time.
That
You know,
pressure.
that's really my main interest. It means a lot to me. You know, when I can see him slowly breaking down. You know, the body shots, they definitely take a toll on them. And
Yeah, it's harder to recover from a body shot than it is a headshot.
they mean a lot more, and people don't even take it into effect. You know.
Yeah, but you also take more damage when you're taking the body shots too. When you give body shots.
What people do is they'll go for the fancy stuff. So they'll be like, oh, I want this crazy knockout and have it all filmed, and then they'll get a lot of that stuff just won't come. You know, like a lot of my stuff is technical because them dudes, once they take that body shot, they going down. They're not trying to get back up. You know.
Oh, I did see that one kid that dropped the one knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit him with one shot, I think.
Yeah, it was. Matter of fact, when you hit him, he went into the corner, and you caught him with that right to the rib cage. I said, "Ooh!" And he dropped down. And you already ran in your corner like you wanted to fight. They hit the ref ain't even start counting yet.
That dude didn't have no answers for me, man. But yeah, it means it takes in tools that people don't really understand and they don't really look into as much. People try and get that highlight knockout, that popularity contest stuff that I was talking about, and then you know a lot of stuff's just not gonna come. Like that one dude, what's the dude in the pink? I forgot his name, but he just knocked the dude out cold, and I think they was like heavyweights or something like that.
What you said? What's his name? I mean, what was it?
Yeah, like pink trunks on, something like that, and he knocked out some dude. They was heavyweights. I know you've seen it. It's everywhere. But
I know I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's been heavyweights fights like every week.
yeah. But that like fights like those, a lot of them just don't come that easily. You know, a lot of them highlight knockouts don't come like that. So it's more along the lines of people being understanding of breaking down your opponent before trying to rush something that's not there. And that's what I had to understand my last fight. I was moving forward too much. I was pursuing them, and I didn't really take the time to really sit in the ring with them and pursue a knockout and make it come to me instead of just running for it. You know,
It's something you're learning as you go through your career, though.
yeah.
It's how to set up the knockout instead of
walk to the prize instead of sprinting to it. You know.
Yeah. But it's a learning process. It's a part of that learning curve.
Definitely.
I know it's coming as you go. What is I see one thing that I've noticed from you. You got a high work rate too. It's not as high as Earl Spence, but you do throw a lot of punches. Or is it that you just let your hands go and not so worried about the consequence, or you already have that's something y'all practice in training camp on your combination?
That's a lot of practice goes into it throughout the camp. We go through rounds and rounds of body punches. I mean constant body punches. Sometimes we just go straight through it. Like we don't even stop at the round. We just go straight through. So we prepare.
30-second break.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even take a 30-second to a minute break. Y'all just keep going.
Just go straight through it. You know, I feel like being prepared for that kind of stuff, just going straight through, is just very important to me.
Even how many rounds do you? So I remember you was telling me 15, and how many? I know 15 to what?
15 to 35, around those, around
Yeah.
that. We try to do that amount of rounds in a day, so it's not specifically that amount on a certain thing, you know. So we'll do 35 rounds. It'll be 5 rounds shadow boxing, 10 rounds, another 5 rounds on the bag, 5 rounds on the pads, 5 rounds body work, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it's not all specifically.
I'm thinking you just in the ring for that many rounds. Well, I understand that part. Been training. I've had coach. I get there, he tell me do 3 rounds jump rope, then go run a lap around the building. You know, give me 6 laps around the building, and come back do 5 rounds on the elliptical, then do 5 rounds corner to corner, shadow boxing in the ring. So I've been there, so I do understand that. But that's just a part of your boxing training.
Yeah.
When you sparring, how many rounds are y'all doing?
We aim for at least 6. Some dudes they want to do 6, so we aim for around 6. We get 8 sometimes. We really just want to do 6 to 8 right now, and as we move forward, this is kind of the first fight that we've actually been above 6 rounds or at 6 rounds in general. So we usually just do like 6 to 8, but moving forward, we're probably going to do like around like 8 to 10.
Yeah, getting ready for them next step up fights that you're gonna have.
Yeah.
Who is somebody that you're looking? I know we talked about somebody that you want to fight as far as the champions and the top guys in the division, but who is somebody you looking to catch as a step up to start getting you prepared for those fights?
I don't know. I don't really look into the other people in the ring side.
Well, you have a lot of. You got Felix Verdejo. You got Nakatani. You got what's the kid? You even got Richie Comey up there. You know, you got a lot of guys that's
I gotta prove myself. Yeah, I understand that.
Like I think a fight. You even got people like Beltran, Pedraza. Hell, you got Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia. I think you beat Ryan Garcia right now, but that's a whole nother topic. I don't think highly of Ryan at all. I think he's just a social media fan.
He's a show horse.
Yeah, and that's why he got caught against somebody like Luke Campbell, who don't even have their power like that. Whatever.
My coach is calling me. I'll tell him to call me back later.
All right. But yeah, he don't even have that power like that. So Luke Campbell don't have that power like that. You got caught and dropped by somebody like Luke Campbell. So we still got fight.
That fight looked a little spiffy to me. I don't know. He fell a little bit too easily to fight people like Lomachenko and Linares, and then go down to a body shot like that.
Yeah.
Kind of looked a little fishy to me, but like I said, I ain't gonna discredit him. You know what I'm saying, getting in that ring is everything. So
yeah, man, look, you ain't got to tell me. I say the same thing. It's a lot. I see it all the time, man. I really do. And I see a lot of fights that I think are fixed, but I don't just come out and it's a lot of them, but I don't just come out and say it, because people gonna think what they want to think, and that's the way they building their fighters up. When they start fighting real people, they gonna get exposed. So.
Yeah. I was always taught to show respect regardless, So I'm saying it's all respect to that guy. It takes a lot to get in the ring, so
it does.
Do your thing regardless.
Regardless of the fact you're still putting your life on the line every time you step in that ring.
Every time.
Even if you are taking taking some pay, you still got to get hit.
Yeah.
So this is a dangerous sport. So I'm gonna ask, what made you decide to pick this sport as a career choice?
It's just fun, Like I enjoy it. People always tell me, you do anything with your life, you do something that you enjoy, So it wasn't really a hard decision. When asked that, like throughout my life, people always ask me that from like middle school coming up. What do you enjoy most? What do you want to be when you grow up? And like I said, I aspire for a lot more than boxing, but boxing is just like the easiest thing for me right now. It's fun. I enjoy myself being in the ring. And it means a lot,
Yeah, it does. What all cities have you fought in so far?
I fought in I'm fighting in Atlanta on the 3rd of April.
Okay.
May 8th is in Florida. Fought North Carolina, South Carolina. I think I fought Philly twice. Virginia, I think it was in Virginia. And then it was in Tijuana. Not Tijuana, Chihuahua.
Okay. You know, it's a lot of fighters. You just mentioned that a lot of fighters going to Mexico to kind of build up they.
Oh my goodness, the stuff we saw up there was crazy. Unreasonable. Oh my god! I told my dad, I'm not doing too many of these. Like, I don't know about that. I don't give a fuck who we got to fight. I ain't doing too many more of those.
Was it that bad?
The thing was the experience. It was a good experience. I definitely love having memories, but the fighters, it was just crazy. I mean, them dudes was coming out there and didn't have one drop of experience. Like, it was horrible. And
that's why I look at a lot of fighters with that goes to Mexico to kind of build they records up. You might as well be part of your amateur career.
They said Devin Haney did a lot of that for a good portion of his career.
I heard that too. I heard Devin Haney did it. I heard a whole bunch of fighters did it. A whole lot of fighters did it. But you know, I'm not gonna knock anybody's career because you're here now and you already you set yourself up to put yourself in position to become a champion. Let's see what you do with it now. But they did pad their career. They did pad those numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
You know, but they did. But I think like fighters like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, as far as pure boxers, I think those are the two top pure boxers in my opinion in the game. Who is your top 5 fighters right now in boxing?
Top 5. I'm not gonna put any in a order or like top 1 through 5. I'm just sprawling them out as I prefer.
Yeah.
I got Terence.
Okay.
Boxing, IQ, everything about him is just phenomenal. Of course, Errol Spence. The body shots, the pursuing, everything about him is just phenomenal. Who else? Canelo. I think a lot of Canelo stuff is a little bit padded. I'm not gonna lie to you. Them dudes really don't look like they coming to fight him. But he still has a lot of skill that people underestimate about him. He has a lot of skill. His head movement, the power, the precise shots. You know, people they don't put him on the pedestal that he needs to be on.
I'll tell you something after you tell me your fighters book.
Yeah. Who else? I like Teofimo. Teofimo right now is a great fighter. And probably Boots. Yeah, probably Boots. I know his potential. I know what he can do, and I know what he plans on doing. So, you know.
Okay. Yeah. And the reason I said I had something to tell you, I said my only issue with Canelo is that he's not fighting the tough fighters like Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez, and things like that. Like you're reluctant to find ways to get away from those guys. But I want to see you fight tough fights, not continue to fight these easy guys like Avni Yildirim. And like that, Yildirim didn't belong in the ring with him. He lost. I've never seen a fighter lose to get a mandatory spot. How do you lose against Anthony Durrell to get a mandatory spot for the WBC title? But you know,
no
politics.
And then Anthony Durrell got I think he got a draw against one of our guys, one of the Philly guys.
Yeah. What did you think about that fight?
It was it was definitely close. I think it was a good decision. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, it was a good decision. That's all I'm gonna really say about that. Okay. I'm really gonna put too much input on that.
Yeah, well, I think they should fight again. Me personally,
Mm.
You know, but
You think it'll be a different outcome?
yeah, I do, because they fought each other. They both learned each other from that fight, and if they fought again, we'll see. I think from both sides, we'll see what each one learned about each fighter, and I think it'll be a better fight next time. Be true. But man, I know I don't want to keep you. Your coach been calling you and everything. What is I'm gonna ask you a couple of more questions. You get, and then I'm gonna let you go so you can go. What is? I know you got a fight coming up. So what's next on the list for Nafear Charles?
Like I said, I told you in the beginning. We got an April 3rd card in Atlanta. I'm not sure if it's gonna be televised, but I think the May 8th card is going to be televised on Impact Network. Definitely make sure that everybody tunes in for that.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check out Impact Network for Nafear Charles' next fight for sure. Main event Mark said the Philly fight scene seems to be on fire. A lot of solid veterans and up and coming talent too. Besides himself and Atif Albertson, any young pros he think we should be watching out for coming out of Philly?
Rasheem Jefferson.
Rasheem Jefferson.
Yeah, he's nice.
I'm gonna add him to the list of somebody I need to look up.
Definitely a skillful young vet coming up. A lot of amateur experience. I was in a few nationals with him. That's about it for
Okay.
No real big name.
You told me Brandon Pizarro. So I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look both of these fighters up tonight.
Yeah, Brandon and Rasheem.
Yeah, I already know who they kid. But yeah, man. Do you have any advice for any up and coming fighters or any amateur or the kids that might be watching this that they could take something from you?
Just so what I do is I work with a lot of kids consistently on a day-to-day, not just in boxing, but like just in my regular lifestyle. And I tell all the kids, just take your time, don't rush anything. Don't go out and make any unnecessary decisions that'll probably hinder you in the future. I know a lot of people, I talk to a lot of guys, they're in deals where they can't move and they can't do what they want to do and they can't fight how they want to fight because they're not in that position to actually make the control and make those opportunities for themselves. So I would definitely tell all of them to just, you feel like you're moving a little bit too fast, to slow down, I felt like I was moving a little bit too fast with my current fights. I was training every day for months on end, and I wasn't giving myself a break. And I felt, me and my team felt like I needed to slow down. So I'm coming off of my little break right now, and I start back in the gym on Monday. So what I would tell them is, just slow down, take your time, don't rush anything that doesn't need to be moved forward. The money is there. As long as you believe in yourself, you have the opportunity to do what you want, and move forward how you feel like the best way you feel like you can,
Right on. And that's salute, man. Give them your social media so everybody can go follow you on your social media platform.
Social media is Nafear Charles, Nafear Charles, CHARLES.
Already, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. And I told you I was gonna show you this video real quick before we got up out of here. Let me show you this this video real quick. And we're gonna get it over here.
We really never see him.
They say GGB ain't want no smoke.
He ain't want none?
Not right now.
What you mean not right now? When you want it?
Huh?
What you mean not right now? When you want it?
Oh, you from the big drama shows. The big drama show coming?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just a couple of days for big drama show. I know, for who? You know.
Well, who do you wish to fight then? Yeah. Well, one of the ladies, maybe. Yeah, since you're too much of a sissy to fight me, maybe they're more your speed. And girls, maybe you can get a rise out of this limp wimp.
Priceline works with top hotels to save you.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah, I put it together yesterday, actually. So I'm starting this series, DuckTales, and I'm calling out all these ducking fighters because y'all need. I'm tired of seeing y'all fight nobodies. I want to see y'all fight somebody for real.
Yeah.
But man, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you giving me your time today, man. We're gonna have to do this again, man. After your next fight, I know you're gonna tag me when everything's said and done.
I don't. So I'm not really big on social media. I don't really do media tags and all that kind of stuff. That my father and my publicist does that.
Oh, so they'll be tagging me in all them fights.
Keep them informed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, keep them informed. And as soon as your fight coming up, I'm gonna bring you on. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk about it after the fight.
Appreciate it, man.
Already, Chum, man. I appreciate you giving me the time today, man. And thank you for coming in. And man, I thank everybody that tuned in today. Man, shout out to the LDBC, this Lions Den Boxing community. If you didn't know, you know now. Man, appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. Man, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and share this video to all your social media platforms to help with the visibility of the show. And man, y'all know it's your boy Mac with StayReadyBoxingTV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, man. And peace. And y'all make sure y'all come back because I will be back soon. And Nafear Charles is going to be back soon too.
Definitely.
Y'all make sure y'all tap into him and tap into me, and I appreciate it. One.
And follow my boy, Stay Ready Boxing. He's the best. Let's go, champ.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
You ain't got to get ready to stay ready.
Hey, you ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
I'm all about business, somewhere in the trenches. Move weight, I'm on my 24-hour fitness. I don't need a witness, moving with the quickness. Was off the porch when you was on the playground benches. Block bleeding, smoking trees, eyes Chinese. High speed, singing every lick, walking by me. I'm sticking to the code like a Siamese. Twin Glocks on me, shoot 'em up like some IVs. Pushing flour, test me and you'll be pushing flowers. Smoking sour in the kitchen when it's cooking hours. Not an author, but we could push a book of powder. Leave you wet like you took a shower. For fucking with my bitch. Show the man every day.